What are y'all taking me in for? What did I do?
Operating a vehicle while under the influence of alcohol or drugs or other controlled substances.
No.
A belligerently intoxicated woman is arrested in Ohio after crashing a vehicle while transporting a patient with special needs.
Kelly, I'm gonna have you step out with me, okay? We gotta go. I know. I gotta get you out of here though, okay?
I know you're not gonna do that.
Yeah. Kelly, we're not laying back down.
All this before she blatantly...
Kelly Barton, then 48 years old, was put in a dangerous position by a series of strange happenings. She was on the clock and transporting a patient with special needs when the accident occurred. Kelly slammed into a lamppost while driving. Kelly's untidy and shaky appearance was immediately noticeable to the responding police officers.
I don't know what this is.
She shredded the back of that. She's
in the back of my car.
Well, she popped both tires, so I'm afraid she hit something in Blue Ash. So,
yep. I guess it's going to be by the roundabout.
That's what I think too. Well, you're saying she came Glendale Milford? Yeah, be up. Oh, yeah. Okay, so here's what she told me. The driver is in her car. Okay. So I came to an empty vehicle. All right. The owner of this facility or whatever it is, they transport special needs people.
32, squad dispatch 106.
This driver, she is
for 93-year-old female semi-conscious.
Kelly initially disputed responsibility for the collision, but it was later discovered that alcohol was a contributing factor. She denied that she had ever driven under the influence, despite the fact that she was employed as a caregiver. However, video surveillance from a neighboring gas station positively identified her as the driver. As a result, she was accused of driving under the influence while transporting the sick patient, and she also faced charges of ignoring her duty.
Your driver is someone that stays at a shelter?
Huh?
Your driver is somebody who stays at a shelter?
My coworker. She's a coworker.
Okay.
But I'm the driver. That's my car. She in the back seat.
No, I'm talking about this one.
This one, yeah, she stays in the shelter.
She stays in the shelter.
She just got the job. Yeah, she just got
We're trying to figure out a way. If we got to get her home, we got to figure out
I'll get her. I'll
safe
take her.
place to...
Yeah, she's at the shelter. I know.
So here's the situation. It's a unique one.
Parkway 31, okay.
This car belongs to a special needs driver service. They drive special needs people around to different places. The driver is heavily intoxicated. We're going to go see what she hit in Blue Ash, but the gentleman that was being driven said she hit a pole. The car's on only one wheel. When I got here, the car is turned off, and this driver is sitting in the passenger seat of a coworker's car that came to pick up the special needs person. So, can we even go the OGI route? Nobody saw her driving. Lady picked her up, said my boss told me to come down here, and...
Kelly's behavior took a sudden and unwelcome turn as paramedics arrived to examine her. She started making sexual statements about the responding officers that shocked everyone. Multiple tests conducted by the police confirmed that Kelly's blood alcohol content was far higher than the permissible level.
Yeah, let's go ahead and just get this roll squad. Hey, Kelly.
Yes, sir.
Can I have you step out here with me real quick? I'll help you out. I know. Here we go. Give me your hand, and I'm going to help you out.
Trying.
I know you're trying, but I need you to work with me, okay? So this nice lady can give you a ride home, okay? So go ahead and step out for me, all right?
Officers worked for several minutes to convince Barton to step out of the vehicle.
Kelly, I know you're tired. Here, hold my hand, and I'm going to get you out, okay? So I need you to come out with me, all right? Because we're going to work together, okay?
Listen to my partner, please.
Yeah, come on, Kelly. Please. I'm gonna get you these shoes, all right?
Kelly, go ahead.
Kelly, knowing that her arrest was likely, persisted in her bold behavior, fighting off the cops as they tried to place her in the police car. At the end of the day, she was arrested for drunk driving. Kelly's arrest antics left a confusing tale in her trail, and if anyone thought she was brazen before, they were shocked by what they saw. Here, 18-year-old Skylar Floss gained notoriety after releasing a video in which she claimed to have fooled a police officer during a DUI stop.
I got out of a DUI and got let off with a warning.
She bragged that she had avoided a DUI charge by using her wit and charm, and that the police officer had even asked her out. A different picture emerged, however, after Deputy Stallman of the Jefferson County Sheriff's Office revealed body cam footage.
I blew a 3.8 and he let me off with a f***ing warning. and gave me his number and said we should meet for coffee or lunch. He was hot, so I'm getting lunch with him tomorrow.
Skylar was pulled over by Deputy Stallman for weaving on the road, and Stallman voiced his fear that Skylar might be impaired by alcohol. He asked how she was doing and gave her a card with the department's information on it, rather than his personal number.
I'm in the Jefferson County Sheriff's Office. I pulled you over because you were weaving a little bit back there. Where are you coming from?
I was coming from my friend's house. I actually just got dumped.
Okay.
So I was like crying and like I'm really upset.
Okay. Were you on your phone and stuff too?
I was trying to call because I pulled again because my heart hurts
Okay.
so bad.
Well, I'm just concerned that you were weaving because of alcohol, but if you're on your phone, have you been drinking or anything tonight? No? Okay.
Despite her protest, the officer acted professionally by issuing simply a warning for her own protection. Skylar's video not only showed her bragging about taking advantage of the cop's good nature, but also showed her making up a story about how she blew an astounding 3.8 on a breathalyzer, which could have killed her. As a matter of fact, she was never put through any sort of examination. Skylar's irresponsible behavior at a party before the event was revealed by new evidence.
Sounds like you're having a rough night, so I'm not going to add to that by writing you a ticket or anything, okay? So I'm just going to give you a warning. It's not a big deal. I just want to make sure you're okay. You were weaving a little bit, and I just want to make sure you're okay to operate the motor vehicle, and I believe you are. So my information's right here on the front. The reason I stopped you here is on the back. Wherever you're headed, get there safely, and I'm sorry you're having a bad night.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. Yeah, well, no, you don't need to apologize. I mean, you were weaving a little bit with no traffic out. I just want to make sure you're okay, that's all.
Skylar eventually confirmed her irresponsible behavior and her fabrication of stories for online attention. Neither she nor Deputy Stallman, who had behaved professionally throughout the incident, faced any legal consequences. The incident acted as a warning against making baseless charges and highlighted the significance of acting responsibly while behind the wheel. Lydia Badillo found herself in a precarious circumstance that differentiated her from the other people. During her effort to sneak 2 undocumented immigrants across the Mexican border, she was caught by Border Patrol agents.
Fine, you're fine. Just come over here to this side. Do you have anything right here?
Oh no, you want
No?
me to open it?
Yeah. Right. Okay.
They're my friends.
Okay, and who are these?
Who's are my friends?
Okay,
Carmen y Joana.
okay. Okay, are these legit? Because they look fake.
I'm guessing, but I met them at Club Fuego.
What-
We're going to Agave. We're gonna go
Okay.
have some drinks.
How long have you met this?
Yeah, tengo como 4 from we met them at Club Fuego.
Oh, okay. All right. Just wait for me right here, okay? You don't
I'm
have
looking
anything.
at your sorry, sir.
What?
I'm looking at your eyes.
Why?
You look pretty handsome.
Oh,
Hey, man, we need to call the cops. Can I just please? I have an autism kid in my house.
Okay.
Please,
let's do it.
please.
Yes.
please.
Lydia resorted to an ill-conceived approach when her illegal business started to fall apart. She sought to seduce Officer Francis by asking him to wait while she lavished him with praises. This was a mistake on her part. Officer Francis, on the other hand, was not readily persuaded. He began to have doubts about the fake identification cards that Lydia had handed him.
I had 2 investigators
Oh,
today
Okay,
earlier.
okay.
Can
Do
I
it, ma'am.
In
What?
my car.
Ma'am.
I just want to.
Estos documentos por un montón de tiempo.
Por un año.
Por un año.
Sí.
Ok. Pues son falsos, ok. Y tener documentos falsos en estados de Texas es un delito. Las ID, a esta te sale a un señor, la tuya. A esta no me sale nada. Ok, so estas identificaciones son falsas. Ok.
After conducting further research, he discovered that both of the IDs were forged, exposing Lydia's deceptive plan. The 2 women who were traveling with her were revealed to be undocumented immigrants hailing from El Salvador who were caught up in a murky human trafficking operation. These victims were held captive in debt bondages, where they were compelled to perform forced labor and subjected to sexual exploitation in order to repay their traffickers.
Ahora, yo lo que le quiero dar a entender a ustedes de que, so it's clear what's going on now. But we already passed that. You had 2 undocumented people in the vehicle. We're past that.
Y ahora
Ma'am,
ya es mi culpa.
Ma'am.
Culpa de eso.
okay? You're under arrest for human smuggling.
No, sir.
Turn around.
Please.
Turn around. Okay.
Todo por yo manejar.
Turn around. Separate your arms.
Lydia was taken into custody without delay, while the 2 Salvadorian ladies were deported back to their native country, potentially saving them from years of unspeakable torment. The ill-advised attempt that Lydia made to charm her way out of trouble failed tragically, as Officer Francis stayed unwavering in his commitment to God dang it, fuck The ill-advised attempt that Lydia made to charm her way out of trouble failed tragically, as Officer Francis stayed unwavering in his commitment to enforcing the law and protecting people who are susceptible to being exploited.
Balance?
I do have an autoimmune disease called Behçet syndrome.
Okay.
Yes.
Behçet syndrome?
Behçet syndrome. The last time I was diagnosed, I was about the third person in New Mexico to have it.
Okay.
It's very similar to lupus.
Okay. All right. I'm going to have you try these tests as best you can, and we'll go from there, okay?
Yes, sir.
Do you feel comfortable walking in those shoes?
Yep.
Does your autoimmune disease or whatever it is, does it affect your ability to walk and balance?
At times I do get lesions inside of my intestines. I did go to the doctor last week for a lesion that I have.
Okay, and did they give you something for it? Do you think it's better? They haven't done anything?
The unexpected meeting between Brooke Teague and a police officer took a fascinating turn that worked out well for her. She was initially stopped because of her irregular driving, which raised concerns about possible intoxication or a need for assistance. When Officer Smith pulled Brooke over, she greeted him cheerfully.
Just your eyes, do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Try to hold your head still, please. Keep watching it. I need you to look at it.
1, 2, 3. My balance is very good. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. After E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q.
Okay, do you know your numbers?
Yes, sir.
Can you count backwards for me? Start at 47 and end at 32, please.
47 to 32?
Yes.
47, 46, 45, 40.
Okay, just do a 47 and stop me at 46.
The breast test is by willingness.
Okay. Go ahead and turn around for me. I'll read you the implied consent, and you can decide for yourself. You're not going to...
Brooke claimed multiple times that she had only had one beer and that she had just gotten off the phone with her baby's father, Zachary. Brooke had obviously had more than one drink, but her relationship with the police officer only improved as time went on.
Go to your left. You are under arrest for driving under the influence of an intoxicating liquor or drug. The New Mexico Implied Consent Act requires you to submit to a breath test to determine the alcohol content of your blood. After you take our test, you have the right to choose an additional independent test. If you choose to take this additional independent test, you have the right to a reasonable opportunity to arrange for a physician, a licensed nurse or a laboratory technician or technologist who is employed by a hospital or physician of your own choice to perform an additional chemical test. The cost of this additional test will be paid for by the law enforcement agency, the Albuquerque Police Department. Do you agree to take our test? It will be a breath test. Constant breath. Blow constantly, hard and constantly till the machine stops making noise. Go ahead. Blow, 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 blow. Try it again. And the legal limit in the state of New Mexico is 0.08. Your first breath score was a 0.16, and your second was a 0.16. You're over 2 times. You're at 2 times the legal limit. It's a little bit more than one shot. Okay. 0.08 is the 0.08 is the legal limit. You are going to be transported out to MDC where you'll be booked for DWI. You're also going to be booked for failed to maintain a traffic lane, failed to obey a traffic control device, and for not having your proof.
Brooke failed the sobriety test administered by Officer Smith, resulting in her arrest for DUI despite her laughter and smiles during the test. The officer remained serious throughout their conversation.
We have insurance in the vehicle. Do you have any questions for me?
Do I gotta make a phone call?
You'll be able to make a phone call once you get processed, booked, photographed, fingerprinted. Okay, turn around for me. Hands back behind your back. How long?
About like a year or 2 ago.
No, how long did you fight, though?
Oh, I fought for 11.
Did you ever have your nose broken?
Yes.
11 years.
My mom put me in to stand up for myself from bullying.
You want to talk to your mom? Do you want to tell her you got arrested? Yes. Okay. From boxing to bikini, huh? It's a good transition. I think you did the similar, didn't you? Yeah. I'm recording too, by the way.
A blood alcohol test administered to Brooke at the police station showed that her blood alcohol content was 0.4%, over twice the legal limit. Her license was suspended temporarily, and she had to spend the night in jail to become sober. The incident demonstrated how arrests can be conducted with dignity and respect for all those involved. This lovely meeting could have resulted in something else in another setting, but that night, fate had other intentions. The video shows cops recording a residential street. But what is going on here, and why is the officer recording everything? Stay tuned to find out. Later, it was revealed that the video showed undercover cops correcting pedestrian offenses and investigating a case. James McLennis, who operates the Pinellas County Sheriff's Channel, provided the content. The interaction involved several deputies from the Pinellas County Sheriff's Office parked on a residential street while conducting an investigation near a nearby residence.
Just all the undercover police cars. Police sheriffs at this house. Undercover.
I don't know, take a video
And-
like that.
And this one here does not look like a police vehicle.
McLennis begins recording the interaction as he walks in the middle of the street, arguing that there are no sidewalks and that the officers have blocked the side of the road. He further tells an officer that engaging in the act of recording a video in this situation falls under the protection of the First Amendment, as it is considered a constitutionally protected activity.
Hey, sir. You know what else says that? ID on you?
I don't need ID.
Yes, you do need ID.
No, I don't need to ID.
If you're coming into the middle of our investigation, you do.
Actually, this is the middle of the street, and I'm
And
walking
you're
on a
not
public
supposed
street.
to be in the middle of the street, so that's a violation.
Actually, there's no sidewalks here, so it's not.
You cannot be in the middle of the street.
Well, you notice you're blocking the way on the side of the street.
All right, let me get a pad. You have ID at all?
During the encounter, McLennis asserts that he's not required to provide identification to the officers. However, the officers argue that since he is intervening in the middle of their investigation, he must provide identification. McLennis counters their claim by stating he's simply walking along a public street, which lacks sidewalks. He points out that he's not obstructing traffic since there is ample space on the side of the street.
I don't have to show ID. I have not committed a crime.
Did you drive here?
No.
But you have to ID who you are.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
Under Florida statutes, we're not an ID upon demand state.
McLennis maintains that he is not obligated to present ID since he's not committed any crime. However, the officer insists that McLennis must provide identification, even questioning if he drove to the location. McLennis continues to assert his position, stating he is not legally required to provide identification, citing that Florida statutes do not classify the state as an ID upon demand jurisdiction.
Am I being detained?
I was getting my notepad. Hey, are you writing him a ticket? No, notepad. You do understand when there's not a sidewalk, there's a certain direction that you need to ride. You need to walk on the street, right? You can't just walk down the middle.
Well, when you have all the cars blocking the side of the road, it makes it kind of difficult.
Okay, well, guess what, Perry Mason? Since you're so good on the
Are you a police officer?
As another officer joins the conversation, they inquire whether McLennis intends to issue a ticket. They then explain that when there's no sidewalk available, there is a specific direction for pedestrians to walk onto the street, emphasizing that walking in the middle is not permissible. McLennis responds by highlighting the challenge of following the designated walking direction when all the cars are blocking the side of the road.
You're so good on the
Are you a police officer? I'm asking you to identify yourself.
Excuse me?
I'm asking you to identify yourself. Are you a police officer?
Yes, I am.
Can you please give me your name and badge number?
No.
Are you refusing to identify yourself?
What, is there a Florida state statute that says I must?
I think it's are you a Pinellas County Sheriff?
Yes, I am.
McLennis requests the officer to identify themselves by providing their name and badge number. The officer declines to comply with the request. McLennis then questions whether the officer is refusing to identify themselves and asks if there's a Florida state statute that mandates such identification. The officer suggests that it is likely the case, but McLennis inquires specifically about the Pinellas County Sheriff's Office policy regarding citizen requests for officer identification. The officer does not provide a clear response.
How am I supposed to file a complaint against you?
Okay. What do you want to file a complaint for? Because if you want it, I'll give it to you.
I do want it. I've asked for it.
But let me finish my train of thought
Go
first
ahead.
before you interrupt me with all your Perry Mason stuff.
McLennis continues to express his frustration and asks the officer how he's supposed to file a complaint if needed. The officer responds by asking for clarification on the reason for the complaint. The officer then asks McLennis if he understands that there is a Florida state statute prohibiting walking in the middle of the road, seeking a simple yes or no answer to his question. As the two other officers join the conversation, they question McLennis' statement that they are not blocking the road. McLennis responds by reiterating that the officers are obstructing the pathway on the side of the road.
How are we blocking you?
Exactly.
You are blocking the pathway on the side of the road. This is the intimidation that the Pinellas County Sheriff's trying to use if you exercise your First Amendment activity. They surround you, accuse you of crimes, refuse to identify themselves, intimidate yourself. Why aren't you continuing with your investigation? Why are you out here bothering me?
He suggests that this behavior is an attempt by the Pinellas County Sheriff's Office to intimidate individuals who exercise their First Amendment rights. McClinnis further asserts that the officers surround individuals, accuse them of crimes, and refuse to identify themselves, creating an environment of intimidation.
Here, it's not a pedestrian violation, but nice try.
You're right. You're the expert. You know, I've only spent 20 years doing this job. You're the expert, though, right?
After 20 years, you still
What
think it's necessary?
statute is it? Do you know
After
what
20
statute it is?
20 years, you think it's actually necessary to come out in the street and bother people who are walking by?
You can't walk in the middle of the road.
And when you have the street blocked,
Street's
the
not
side
blocked.
of the road blocked,
Street's not blocked.
you have the side of the road blocked.
Street's not blocked.
Sir,
Yeah.
Street's not
shine,
blocked.
shine your phone that way, because I want to make sure that you see this as well, that this is on video.
Yeah, I'll shine the phone.
So from here, all the way through, past the area that you actually walk through.
McClinnis questions why the officers are bothering him instead of continuing with their investigation. He asserts he was simply walking with his camera in front of him and questions if the officers have an issue with that.
See this as well, that this is on video.
Yeah, I'll shine the phone.
So from here, all the way through, past the area that you actually walk through, the street is not blocked.
This
The
side of the street
vehicles
is
are on the
blocked.
curb, but you actually walk. So how is that actually blocking
This side of the street is
streets?
blocked.
Okay.
McClinnis argues there was no civil infraction committed on his part, emphasizing that walking in the middle of the road is not a pedestrian violation when the side of the road is blocked and there are no sidewalks available.
By walking down the middle of the street and
Is there
conducting a
anything
First
else that you
Amendment
would like to talk
activity,
about? Is there anything else you would like to
I didn't
talk
want
about?
to talk to you, any of you, in the first place.
Have a good day, sir.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
You can leave now.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
The officer sarcastically remarks that McClinnis must be the expert, despite their 20 years of experience on the job. McClinnis responds by pointing out that even after 20 years, the officer still believes it is necessary to come out onto the street and bother people who are merely walking by. As another officer approaches McClinnis, they ask him to shine his phone in a particular direction to show him that the street's not blocked beyond the area where he walked. The officer argues that since McClinnis walked on the curb, it did not hinder the side of the street. McClinnis reiterates there are no sidewalks available, emphasizing the lack of an alternative path. The officer responds by stating McClinnis is impeding their ongoing investigation.
I still can't walk down this side of the street.
Asked you and told you to leave. Leave now.
So I have to leave the street.
Leave this investigation right now.
So where is the investigation? Where's the blue line? Is it over here? Is it over here? Is it over here? Is she impeding the investigation too? I'm just curious.
McClinnis insists he still cannot walk on the side of the street. He questions the whereabouts of the investigation and sarcastically asks if the blue line indicating police presence extends to different areas. The implication is that the officers are unnecessarily impeding his right to walk freely. Mr. McClinnis continues to videotape the police vehicles as he carefully left the location, having no further problems. He then attempted to register complaints against the deputies involved. Mr. McClinnis started the process by requesting public documents to find out who the deputies were. Unfortunately, his request was refused, and the needed information was not given to him.